Welcome into Riley Every Day as we continue our countdown through the top 5 storylines in the SEC. And coming up next, we have the Tennessee Volunteers. Do they have enough firepower to reach the Final Four? Let's find out. So no question, Tennessee has moved into the upper echelon of the sport over the past half decade. They have 4 straight top 10 KenPom finishes, and in that time span, they've won both an SEC tournament and an SEC regular season title. And if you want success in the big dance, well, they have achieved that too with back-to-back Elite Eights. Of course, under Rick Barnes, the constant has been the defense. That's not exactly breaking news. But the Vols don't just guard the rim especially well. They straight up prevent teams from even attempting shots at the basket. A season ago, they ranked in the 95th percentile in defensive field goal attempt rate at the rim. I credit some of that to Zakai Ziegler for his point of attack defense, and it truly remains to be seen if anyone can heat up the ball like him. But with Felix Okpara again anchoring the back end, they have a chance to repeat those numbers. And ultimately, I just trust Barnes to coach a top 5 defense, but it's been on the other end of the court where their issues have surfaced. You look at both of the Elite 8 losses. In those games, Tennessee has failed to eclipse a point per possession. This past season against Houston, that game was especially ugly as they mustered a ghastly 50 points. And those concerns became especially pronounced because Tennessee has had a pair of NBA draft picks guiding them the past 2 campaigns in Dalton Knecht and Chaz Lanier. You can go back 2 years to 2024 when Knecht scored 37 points against Purdue. 37 in a tournament game. And it still wasn't enough. No one else cracked double figures. But that's why this year's roster construction could reverse their fortunes. Tennessee doesn't just have one guy anymore. They have 2. They bring in top 5 recruit Nate Ament and Maryland transfer Jacoby Gillespie, who made the 3rd team All Big Ten a season ago. Is it possible that this duo of high-end playmakers can outweigh the offensive impact of guys like Knecht and Lanier? Definitely gives them a little more balance, which we'll dive into more. So let's look at Ament first. He's not wired to score like Lanier and Knecht, but his skill set is equally as intriguing. At 6'9", he can bring the ball up the court and initiate the offense, and he plays with exceptional pace, setting up his teammates well. But when it's time to get a bucket, he can go into that mode. His footwork is polished, he has deep range, and great touch on his mid-range jumpers. And don't take his slight frame for weakness, as he is an excellent rebounder, which he showed throughout his prep school career. Turning to Gillespie, he gives the Vols their most dynamic point guard since Jordan Bone was running the show in 2019. And his most notable attribute is 3-point shooting. He made over 39% of his threes the past 2 seasons, including last year at Maryland where he hit a career-high 87 triples at 41%. And this was his first year in high major basketball. He took no time in adjusting to the uptick in competition. His quickness, his handle, they both aided him in becoming this terrific pull-up jump shooter. He's an awesome floor general as well with a 2.5 to 1 assist to turnover rating. This is just a tremendous home run hire for Barnes. Personally, I think the general consensus is sleeping on Tennessee a little bit. The Vols have told us who they are, and that is a top 10 team year in and year out. This year with 2 go-to options gives them more balance than they've had in recent campaigns, and I think that could pay dividends. Ultimately, I love the formula of stacking 1, 2, and 3 seed seasons. That's what they're doing, and ultimately that should yield a Final Four berth, the first in UT's history. There's plenty of reasons for hope if you're a Vol fan.